My laptop has died. I was converting video yesterday. Let it run the whole day. I'm taking the cover off now. Watched a few YouTube videos. Of course, nothing ever concerns mine, like. But I was running a compression video all day yesterday. Didn't work out. Hadn't finished it. Running all day, so it's been working pretty hard. Stopped it. Restarted on lower resolution. There was a power cut, which happens quite often here. The electric went out and came back on again about 2 minutes later. Checked the laptop, started up and all the rest. Oh, it was after I started up, it was still going. I stopped the program it was doing because it was taking files from the hard drive and went to restart it, and the thing just cut out on me. But look on the other side, you see, there's still power going to it. There's still power going, that's still lit up. And it's saying on YouTube, disconnect the battery. That must be the battery there. And some Lenovo's laptops have a wee hole. You push the wee hole, wee reset button. Of course, there's no hole in mine's, like. That'd be too handy, wouldn't it? Otherwise, batteries pop out the back. But I was thinking to change the memory sum on it, so I can see there's only one sum in that. They can go to 16 gigabyte, but going by the internet, it was going to send me a gigabyte sum. So going by here, you can't put in two sums. So just well check that out. That's the sum there. That pulls out to get the sum out. So that's the hard drive. I built an old PC years ago. I built a new PC years ago. And you sort of learn about them, but laptops is different. All the connectors, you build a big PC, all the connectors is big and easy to work at. Even static can damage them. There's your wee fan. Keep it cool. So the processor must be near there. The Intel processor, if that's fan's cooling down. Normally I think maybe I don't know about the thickness of this laptop, but normally the fan sits on top of the processor, but it's blowing. Blowing the air out this direction, like. So the actual chip could be under there. There, the chip could be under there. That's what the chip is. So the processor chip's there. That's working a big fan, sucking the air in through the air intake. Blows it out like in a commercial fan and blowing it over the processor. So if you screw that off there, the Intel i7 processor's under there. That square looks like the Bumford processor there, you know. Look, normally processors are square. I don't know, but that's definitely where the heat's going there. But look at that there, see, there's wires there going to the battery and stuff. That's going, so look underneath, see the keyboard and the trackball's under there. I can't see what's under that, but I don't see an obvious. Even when the screw holes went through the battery thing, it's funny, isn't it? I can't see. I'm going to have to unscrew this battery and lift it up and see what wires is actually going under it, because the power needs disconnection from the battery. Once you pull the battery out of it, this has to go dead. Nothing's going to work till that goes dead. The fact that the power is locked on there, the laptop's off, nothing's working, but you see there's still power going there. Maybe if I left it 5 years, the battery have flattened completely. But nothing's ever easy. Like, even my dishwasher's broke up. A new dishwasher put on now. Nothing's ever easy. And this video will never be made because I've no computer to make it on. I have an old desktop, I pulled the bits, and I mean pulled the bits. It's lying in bits in my room at the minute. Started it up, Windows 7. That's pretty old. So I'm going to play around with this. All I can do now is take out them that wee screw there and see if I lift the battery up gently, just see which wee wires is connecting it. And if it's that one there, I could ease that out with a screwdriver. If it's them wee ones, they're too small. But I'm a bit worried about that blue tape there, where that blue tape's on. That's far too small there for me to work with. Oh, you're only microscopic there, like. Look at that wee bit of blue tape. It's not hard to break that off there, is it? I'm hoping it's that big one there. I'll say big, there's my fingernail compared to it. It's not that big. But it's a lot bigger than that wee blue one, like. So there's a screw there to take out there. And a screw over there. I'll take them out and give it a wee wriggle. I won't rub it out. And desktops is much easier to work with. I'll see what happens. That must be the speakers there. There's one speaker there. You wonder why that you don't get much good sound of a laptop. What the size of the wee speakers like? That's probably just a wee empty box there for your bass. Right. See all those fancy names they give it. It's just an empty bit of plastic. Here it goes. Screws out now. One screw there, one screw there, one screw there, one there, and one there. And I'm just easing it up gently here. I don't know which wires it's doing it. And it's not them ones in the front. It's not them wee ones, not that blue one. So far, so good. So I'm going to turn this phone off now, because I don't have to do two hands. Because if you rip it out the wires the wrong way, you wreck the laptop. So I'll get back to this now, see how it comes out. That one there is the battery wires. That's where the battery's connecting. I don't know how that pulls out. That looks like it's all soldered in. It doesn't look, see like all these other ones, they push out. That one there. I don't know, like they don't make it simple, do they like? But there's no other reset button there to switch off the power. If I had a button to push and that light goes out, that's my job done. There's no other button there to push. But they don't want you changing the battery, do they? Why would they just go and solder a battery in? Yeah, it could be that has to be soldered in the board, but they could have had a plug back here. I can't see that being them pulling out there. I'll take a wee look from the other side. I've already got my reading glasses, I'll tell you what, but I still can't see it. But this here, put the screwdriver behind, I've eased it out slightly, and that does pull out. That's a socket. The tiniest wee bit of lip on it. Fed up working. Why is it must be great to have money and just replace things. Look at that. So there you go. Anybody want to disconnect a battery from a Lenovo laptop? That's how you do it there. Hey, there's your battery there. Haven't done my dishes yet. As you can see, I haven't done the dishes because my dishwasher's broke. I have a new dishwasher to plumb in. Who has to do dishwashers, walk puppies, do videos, fix laptops all in the same day? Like, I'll tell you. So now that has to stay for a minute, and the light should go off now. Where's the button? I'm disorientated. See, laptops or computers aren't that hard to fix it, but laptops are because everything's so small. Everything's so breakable. If you have a new desktop, no problem pulling them apart. So there's the light's gone out now. There's no light on there now, it's completely dead. All I have to do now is wait a minute. Plug this in, push it on, whoo, up it should go. But I don't see nothing burnt out here. I don't see nothing. The light that got out yesterday could have something to do with it, I don't know, but I don't see nothing burnt out. There's your keypad there, your touch pad. See, all these wee connectors are so small. Hard drive's pretty simple. See, that's a proper connector there. You can change the hard drive pretty simply. Like, installing a hard drive, it's getting the software on it's a problem. Trying to get the software from because you don't have the original disk no more. The original software is on that. If you just plug, it's not like an Apple. You just plug in another disk, it doesn't go. So getting the software on is hard. If you had the old-fashioned disk like years ago, they had handy putting a new hard drive on. So they change the sum. Anybody want to change the sum? Anybody want to change the sum on a laptop? Pull out them wee metal plates there, and she pops up. I need to get a proper. I need to get a proper laptop. You're on a proper camera. I'm using the phone for this. And then you put your sum in. Some laptops have a wee door. I'd recommend anybody buying a laptop, check if it's got a wee door for these things. Some do, and check if the battery comes out. And if it does, I would count that as a plus instead of having to pull the bottom of the arse off. I'm going to put this battery on now and see what happens. So line up the wee holes again. See, ideally, either way it has to be plugged back in again. The power has to be plugged back in again. I'll plug the power in before I screw it in, I think. There's not much, that's it. I'm only going to put in 2 wee screws here. I'll flick it over and see if it turns on. The laptop will not turn on with the lid closed. I found that out before. I'll put this wee one on here. I'm going to turn this off again and put in 2 screws. I'll put in 2 screws, that one and that one, because if this doesn't work, there's another couple of times, another couple of things you have to try. You take the battery out, put in the mains adapter without the battery. So I'm not screwing everything together yet to see if this first repair works. I'm just going to set this on here now. Push the button now and see what happens. The keys is lighting up. Oh, the keys have gone out. Oh, look at that, boys! I am speechless. Now they say if this happens, it's to do with the charger. Look at that. My laptop is saved. I'm going to make more long videos into the future. Look at that. I am actually surprised myself. I thought she was a goner. I thought she was a goner. That really did work. If anybody else has got a laptop, I'm going to put a link on the video I watched onto this video. That's how I've seen it. This boy does PC repairs. There are 3 things you do if your PC breaks down. Those are the first 3 things they do in the shops before you start checking motherboards. So definitely, that's worth a knowing there. Well, get all the rest of the screws on now and we're ready to go. The screws, it's back in again. And the only thing I will say now, the difficult part, see when you take off the back of a laptop, they don't all just, sometimes there can be wires attached on, you need to be very careful, you don't rip them off. This back here clips on. It's got wee clips on all along the edge. You get special tools for it. I just use a screwdriver. Now I know it has it's on like that, but you don't know to start. And I'll tell you a problem, I don't know why they've done this. So she's going to have to clip on now. When you unclip it, I found that one of the hardest bits was actually the back. So I started off at the sides, but the front is very fragile because that's the thinnest bit of the laptop. I just slid the screwdriver along. You get probably plastic tools, but I'll tell you one thing I don't like. These screws, they held them on. There's them wee buggers there. Very small. I got this set here in Maplins. Back in the days of Maplins and all that. And I got the wee screw here for it. But I didn't have the wee screw here thing for it. It's very, 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 very small. Very small. It's like the ones I use in the car seats, but very small. So I got this wee set in Maplins. And it's dead handy for, I suppose they are for computers, aren't they? But these wee screws here, you see this? You do not need the screwdriver. I unscrewed all them screws by hand. They are not tight. And so that's it. You must be able to do them tight. Don't use a big heavy screwdriver. But I'll tell you what I've noticed. They've all got a wee bit of that blue stuff on it. Not the stuff that stops screws coming loose. Use that in cars. That wee, I don't know. Can't get focus. No lights. This house is too dark. Look, I don't get no sunlight on here. So the only ones I had to use a screwdriver for was the front ones. They were a wee bit tighter. But don't go at it with a big screwdriver. That's all I can say. Very fragile. Very, very fragile. So that's why they've glued them in. They've glued them in with this blue paste because there's not much grip. This Lenovo laptop, one of the sale points was the fact it was so thin. It must be too thin, they can't put proper screws in, that's all I can say. But this laptop was a brilliant buy when I bought it. I did not buy this laptop to edit videos. I bought it to watch iPlayer and all on in the caravan. Because the lid flicks right back and it's touchscreen. So it works, you can use it as a tablet. I've been reading reviews now lately. You go for a tablet, laptop 2-in-1, and they say a 2-in-1 you're losing a lot of money. The fact you've paid for a flip screen. I didn't pay a lot of money for this. It's a brilliant laptop for what it was. It's outdated now, like, that's the only problem with it. It's outdated. But if Windows 10 has still remained, it would be alright. Nah, Windows 11 now. Trying to make money. So you just do them by hand there. I took them out by hand. Did not use this at all. I put it in to try it out like you do. And I give it a wee twist and it came out. Now my laptop adapter I bought on eBay, the original one broke. The reason why it didn't start up going by YouTube is static. Static balls up on it. And that's why check it. Another thing you can do as well is before you pull it apart, you hold your power button in for a minute. But I had already tried that. Didn't work. So there's my old desktop. I was trying that out. That's a second-hand TV I got from my brother. And I had no room for a second computer. It's only Windows 7, it's no good. But there it is up there. You ever want to know what's inside a PC? That's how I got my second PC running here. That's the on and off switch there, like. So I'd push that, this start it up. See the wee button there? No need for these fancy. There, look, see that? Shutting down now. There's your motherboard. That's originally I had an old drive. I put an SSD on it. It was a cheap one I got. And your CD-ROM. So I have the old desktop PC pulled in bits line up there, and it works fine. I don't want to see. Can't really pull it out right, but there's the processor and all that, and a wee fan above it. It's a lot simpler to understand compared to a laptop. It does get a bit dusty, but you find, you see the cheaper PCs. The PC I built, the motherboard was twice the size of that. I see. I'll start up again now. Everything works. Don't be scared of things. It's not like you need to watch microwaves. Microwaves will kill you. A lot easier to understand, you think. You know, the connectors in the back just pull off and on. Not like them big connectors, easy to work with. Not like laptops. And you see all your wee ports. It's just interesting. If you've got a new computer, don't burn it. Always pull them apart. Find out what's inside. There's the memory slots on the back. They've got wires hanging down the back of here. You see linking everything up. That's why I can't pull it out now. But you're not half as scary as a laptop. Everything's big and chunky. You can see what you're looking at. Laptops is... Oh. So that's it. There's me. My other wee laptop's coming back now again. It's coming back this wee home like. Oh, it likes being here. And the thing about this laptop here, I'm going to show you this now. There's my laptop now turned into a tablet. Flicks right round. And it sits, it's narrow enough to sit on the legs of the caravan. And that's what I bought it for. To use it as a tablet like so. But I never used it as a tablet because there's no way of powering it in the caravan. And then I got used then to the Amazon tablets and stuff. That's the job done now. Tell you what, I found the receipt here. You don't throw away receipts like that. And see how the mind plays tricks with you? It's all faded now. I would have guessed I'd pay £600 for that. 22nd of the 11th, 15. 2015. Almost 7 years ago. Gee, I got good use out of that laptop, you know. But the thing is, the laptop is still... I can't get anything as good as that for the money, like. It's a tablet, it's a laptop, the keyboard lights up. By the time you get a keyboard lights up, you're up to £600 and all. £700. But you know what that laptop was? It's very, very faded. Let's see if we're going to be lens here. £729, 96p. And I got £100 off. I'll tell you what happened, that laptop there. It was £100 off offer. And I like offers, like. But bear in mind, I didn't buy this for a laptop. I bought it for a TV, like. But like the caravan stuff was dear then. Even we TVs were dear then. And it was before Black Friday. And then Black Friday came along, and there was a couple of offers overlapped. And I actually got overlap. What's that one there? But you know what? I can read this better on the camera. My eyesight's gone. £80 coupon. I see I got the £80 off it. And $699. So they end up, if you go to PC World and they reduce the price on a certain time, they'll give you the money back. But what they do, they buy the item back after you and then resell it to you at the new price. So you can't lose out. You best buy before Black Friday, and then you've got it, and then you can go back again after Black Friday. So £729 that computer cost me, which you, in today's money, you're probably chatting around at the £1,000 mark. But if I went for a £1,000 computer today, I'll still be getting an i7 processor, not an i9. It's not as good value, like. So that is 8 gigabyte of RAM. It's a 64-bit processor. It was Windows 8 when I bought it. That was the latest Windows at the time. I'm surprised it's 7 years old. It's done well. That's the first wee blip I've had with it. It's just going now, like.